Traders, for today's analysis I decided to cover gold market, and we'll also speak about the USD Japanese yen market and the pound versus US dollar. I'll start with the gold market first. So as I mentioned in my previous forecast on the gold, I expected more downside, and we got a downside, very strong downside lag and big volume spike going into the previous trading range. And this is something that I think that is pretty bearish, right? Because having this massive volume inside the trading range is actually pretty strong sign for me that lots of the sellers from yesterday's primary session on the gold actually got spotted this opportunity, you know, and they want very hard to back and eventually trade towards the 1775 area. So speaking of today's events, we do have prelim GDP core and unemployment claims, and we do have Jackson Hole Symposium like for a whole day long, and you know there's a definitely potential for some volatility boost based on the events for today. So you need to be very careful and of course focus on your managing process and manage your risk properly according to the daily events that we got today. Now on the gold, I still expect more downside because for me there is a definitely logic behind this massive supply going into the previous trading range, and I'd still expect some downside. Can we go like this, eventually make ABC and then go? Yeah, sure, that's one possibility. Or the price will just find the resistance in some previous middle Kelton line or so. But I definitely expect overall the price will go downside today and try to revisit 1776, or even to try to go towards the 1770 level. Right, so there's a tons of potential for the downside. So watch for the rallies, watch for some exhaustion upside, and then that can be a potential good area for the further downside continuation. Just because the fact that we got a fake breakout of this a trading range and basically lack of the volume there and lack of demand around the top and very strong aggression back down into the trading range. So that's a one thing. The second thing which I want to speak about is basically USD Japanese yen. If you check the daily time frame, there was like we're literally sitting in this very, you know, very defined contraction or consolidation. 2 days ago, price tried to trade lower and take the low of that balance but we didn't have any kind of volume, right? And that breakout, actually very low volume, and the price rejected back. And now today we tested 110.20 level, but we didn't break that, and we don't have any good volume. So my advice is basically to watch for a breakout. Eventually, if you see the breakout and good volume and stuff, send a pullback stuff for the eventual revisiting of 110.80, maybe even further upside towards 111.50, 60 level. But for now, I will just say caution, you know, and be ready for the breakout. And if you see the breakout and a good volume, watch to anticipate that eventual breakout. For now, just be back into the trading range again and some supply. So waiting for the news probably in this one. And I'll also speak about pound versus US dollar, because I think that we got a 3 days low to high, we reached some previous swing highs. This looks like we got a pull back on 2 hour and hourly, but I really don't see the volume on this market. The volume is still very light, probably waiting for the news today. And another thing which I want to post, and using the InstaForex MT4 platform, I loaded my market profile chart, and this seems like it looks like a P-shaped formation for this week, and basically the price can still rotate back down towards the 1.3720, maybe even try to test the lower ledge around 1.3650. But for now, volume is still very low, so I will say wait for some volume to kick in, some more volume, and watch for some downside opportunities actually, if you see the good volume. Now, I'll also cover Bitcoin because there is a breakout that is happening. There was outside, I mentioned breakout 2 days ago. And yesterday, there was also, right, today we tested upside and basically sold off aggressively. So definitely middle Keltner line, as I mentioned, 46,000 can still be in the play. And then after that, there was a 44,000 level to watch. So watch for also some selling opportunities on the rallies on this one. And that will be all for today, guys. And see you all tomorrow morning.